On this edition of the Coffers, let's get to the singular point. So this past week, I was in Hollywood with some friends from out of town, and I decided to take them to the Funko Hollywood store. If you've never been, it is a giant-sized Funko retail space in the middle of Hollywood, right on Hollywood Boulevard, near the Pantages Theater. For those of you who know the area, for those of you who don't know the area, well, that's Hollywood. Inside, it is strewn about with just gigantic Funko Pops that you can take pictures with, and a ton of merchandise that you can buy. So I am not a giant Funko guy. I have maybe one or two floating around here. And, you know, for the most part, they're not my thing. I understand if you love them. But like I said, I want articulation in my toys. So as I was wandering around, I'm like, man, there's nothing really in here. And then I came across these guys. Probably the weirdest, deepest cuts of anything Godzilla that Funko could produce. They decided to produce Godzilla's Singular Point Pops. And I grabbed all three that they had because, you know what? Why not? Let's take a look at them. Let's give Funko a chance and see how these figures stack up, considering that, you know, two of them are store exclusives. So we'll start with Godzilla. We'll take a look at the box. So there he is. He is number 1468, which is insane to me. That's how he looks in there. There's the box art. Godzilla Ultima. The side. And then the back of the box for the entire line, of which I have all three of these figures. All right, and there you go. Godzilla Ultima on the side. Let's pop them open. So here we have Godzilla Ultima in Funko form. I'll give a little credit where credit's due. He is actually a solid figure, like literally. The Funkos are normally like, they weigh like, what, 3 ounces? This thing's a paperweight. Like, he is just a solid piece of plastic. And I like that he's got the little kind of Guiltman look. I know that the other figure has kind of the gill fins, but they added this little Gilman look to it. I kind of dig it. The detailing's pretty cool. He's got his red rosy spikes with the white highlights. And a lot of the plating. You know, Ultima's very plated. So, very cool. You know, I'm not going to lie, for $10, it's not bad. Especially if you want something for display in your office. I kind of dig it. So, let's move on to the next guy. So, here we have Ultima with Heat Ray. And this one is a Funko.com exclusive, so it was only available in the store or online. He's number 1469. And of course, he rocks the heat ray and a little bit of a paint scheme. So let's get this guy open. I'm not going to bore you with the whole opening thing. We already did it once, so let's just hop right to it. So here he is laid out. As you can see, he's very similar to the other sculpt. So he's got the wicked blue highlights. And here's actually a nice little detailing. The red turns to white for the atomic ray effect. That's pretty cool. I like the blue eyes and the mouth. Not bad, like I said. This one also, since it's pretty much the same mold, paperweight. And he's got the hole in the mouth so that we can put this cool little beam effect in. Let's see if we can get that in there. Oh, there you go. It is Ultima with the beam. I do like that they actually added the little ripple wave effects. That's pretty cool. This guy did cost a wee bit more. I think the exclusives were 15 instead of 10. So you take what you can get. Again, I'm not a Funko Pop guy, so I don't understand. I mean, a couple extra bucks for this guy, but still, 15 bucks for this. That's I think that's asking a lot. All right, let's move on to the last figure. And we have arguably the first human character from any Godzilla movie, show, anything in general, as a Funko form. This is May with her tiny little, well, AI dog, Pelops 2. So let's get her cracked open because I got a feeling she's going to stand out from the other two figures. All right, now this is what I'm talking about when I think of a Funko. So big head, tiny body, the big eyes. She comes with a stand, but a very vibrant figure. As you can see, we got the detailing here. She's wearing a little shirt or little sneakers. Pink hair with the tie up top, and then on the back, she's got a little kaiju backpack. Head does move like all Funko Pops. As you can see, poorly. And then there's the little Pelops too, which is kind of cute. He's just a solid little figure. Actually, he's in the scale of Funko's like mini Pops. So, you know, fun. I mean, if you're going to do her, you might as well put the dog in there as well. My lovely co-host, Jessica, I always kind of rile her because this character kind of reminds me of her a lot, especially with the Robo Dog. She does love her animals, so especially her puppies. But there you go. I know that there was a was it Android? Might have been an Android figure of her as well. I know there was a couple that Good Smile did, but those are also much more expensive. And for $12, well, you want something, you know, poppy to sit on your shelf. It's not bad. Again, going with weird deep cuts, I do appreciate this because, again, we rarely ever get any human characters, and especially for an anime, she's the one that stood out the most out of the whole crew. So, yeah, you know, not bad. Not bad at all. And there you have it. That is Funko's Godzilla Singular Point line. They are pretty average, but they're Funko Pops. So if you love Funko Pops, these are right up your alley. If you don't like Funko Pops, well, there's nothing here that I'm going to say that's going to convince you to change your mind. I know a lot of collectors love them, so I figured I'd give them a fair shake. They're not bad, especially for the price point. They are solid pieces of plastic that you can display anywhere. They are meant for display. So if you can't afford any of the, you know, bigger Singular Point stuff or any, you know, bigger Godzilla stuff, these are a fun little, you know, kind of second prize winner, if you will. And for kids, I mean, look, you could throw this at a truck and it's not going to break. So, well, there you go. If you like what you see, remember, we do have a show. It is called The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. We are available at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. If you don't like downloading, we are also available on all of your favorite podcast streamers, including our sister shows, The Rundown and Common Kaisers, all under the Kaiju Kingdom podcast feed. Check us out. You can follow us on social. We're on X at The Kaiju Kingdom, Instagram at The Kaiju Kingdom, and Facebook.com/The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. That will wrap up this edition of the Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.